still say bootlicker and shit like that.
Yeah, man. This nigga, man. So Nick Cannon's ascendant is in Sidereal Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, but his Venus is also favorable in the fourth house. In Leo. Venus is very comfortable in Leo.
Mm-hmm.
It allows it to be very much of like performance. So if you got Venus in the fourth house, you lay in that lumber, you lay in that wood for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga is a lumberjack.
You're a lumberjack. He's a lumberjack swordsman. But really, the most impressive thing for his chart to me is the midhaven in Capricorn directly oppose his north node.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, he have if you look up that energy in Cancer, it's like very prosperous, it's very fruitful, and like he more of like a dad for real, if you want to like be technical. But
Mm-hmm.
he was so successful with that midhaven in Capricorn, like he maximized that to the fullest. And because of that, he was able to get a lot of thotty patatis though. And another thing that I like to see what people like to see if they can have some motion is if they born on a new moon. And he for
Mm-hmm.
sure was born in the third deacon of Virgo, wealth. So in the new moon, so he's very intentional about the type of life he wanted to live. And he got a new moon in the fifth house, so he's super talented. He an artist, he an actor, he a producer.
Mm-hmm.
Wilding out is crazy.
Yeah, that motherfucker's still going.
It's been
Yeah,
what, 10 years?
yeah, that's pretty crazy. So, I mean, his chart don't lie for sure.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, just the fact that the nigga been on Nickelodeon for 20 years is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy as hell. Went from Nickelodeon to MTV, been in movies, got a song with R. Kelly's nasty ass.
Was
So
was Drumline his start?
Um, no, his start was "Money Can't Buy Me Love."
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
then,
Big dreads. With the with Lil Wayne's baby mother,
yeah,
Million, right?
yeah, he would. I mean, they Eskimo Bros for sure.
hey, y'all remember Roll Bounce?
I'm Lil Bow Wow.
Yeah, yeah, he was in that motherfucker too. He was playing that one character, Sweetness and shit.
Oh, the skating ring, John.
Yeah, but so my question is like with that energy, right? That people might share with Nick Cannon, laying that lumber. You know what I'm saying? What can they do to? I would not would say avoid it, but like not just be laying that wood in every spot. You
I
know.
think like people find the like that's the ultimate for a lot of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like to really have a woman serve you.
Hmm.
Like say for instance you lay the lumber and like she like start treating you good because of that. I think that's the ultimate of ultimate for men to be treated well by a female. So I don't think that you'll never see men stop laying the lumber because I think men want to always be treated well. And in our minds, in our psychology, we relate that to how well we please a woman sexually.
Mm. Yeah, and I don't necessarily think the laying of the lumber is a bad thing if everybody involved knows that everybody that's involved.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I believe his situation is like that, where
Pretty open.
every baby mother knows baby mother. You know what I'm saying? They
They know
all
what they signing up for.
Yeah, they all hang out together. Like when it's a family gathering, it's every baby mother together. You know what I'm saying? And they Gucci with it. You know, I think that fits with um the video the big homie wants us to talk about a little bit later because there's a difference between a chick that gets with a dude based off of what he could do for them, and a chick that gets with a dude and just sits down because she knows, regardless of whatever he's doing, he gonna take care of her, right? Like I think that woman, those women, they good with whatever it is that they get because they know that they're gonna be taken care of. So
Quick question. Did you get women before you had money?
absolutely,
That's it.
absolutely.
That's the root of it. If girls is attracted to men without money, it's not a thing for real.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you could be ugly, I done had stinky feet.
Yep.
Oh, I don't care. It don't even stink that bad. You said your feet stink. They don't stink. I thought it was gonna be worse. Looking up, I wore socks for days.
Crazy work.
It don't even
Yo.
stink that bad. I'ma just light an incense though. Open up the window.
I know you into that type of stuff.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work.
Hey, I remember, bro, on Wild 'N Out, bro, when that nigga Nick Cannon was with Mariah Carey. Oh my goodness, the disses that you would hear be so fucking funny, man. He said, you gonna find out how many Nicks this Mariah Carey. This shit just had me so fucking weak, man. They just be on that boy ass about Mariah Carey.
Like, how did you knock Mariah Carey though? That's really the question that niggas wanting to figure
Nigga,
out.
that's the $50 million question, my nigga, because she still fly. Like, still fly, my nigga.
You know, some people, man, I'm pretty sure Mariah Carey on the same wave as Jay-Z with the like time traveler, been
Hmm.
here before.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because Mariah Carey looked the same when she first started. She was like 16 when she first started. She
Word.
like in her 50s now, but you can't
Hmm.
tell me she look her age.
Nope. Nope. Either that or she got a lifetime supply of adrenochrome, nigga, because I can't tell the difference.
Man, I think it's all related to energy and understanding of certain dynamics. Cause I don't think you make millions of dollars and get privy to certain knowledge. I think at a certain level you gotta know what to drink, you gotta know what to eat to perform and to be a superstar.
Hmm.
I don't think they just want some regular protocol type of deal,
Hmm.
especially Mariah Carey. I could be wrong, but I just feel like that whole situation is more. She eat in a certain way. She live in a certain type of way for sure.
Oh, you can't tell me she ain't a part of the witch coven. Don't tell me she not. There's no way that I will accept that.
Okay, not to get sidetracked. What do y'all think about the Ice Spice? Everybody saying like she going through shit.
I mean, she hitched her wagon to Taylor Swift, bro. So Taylor is in hiding right now because of that shit that's going on with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. So like she hitched her wagon to Taylor. So whatever happens with Taylor happens to her.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just see like people be losing weight or whatever the case may be. But I like not saying like that's some young shit, but like Ice Spice having motion is crazy.
It's crazy. Is it just as bad as Bad Bobby?
It's the same type of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like my not my cousins, them niggas be feeling like my cousins. My sons, we was talking about.
They be feeling like my cousins.
But anyways, we was fucking they was asking me about have I ever met somebody famous? And I was just probing like what y'all think gonna happen when y'all see somebody famous. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like they gonna get an autograph or something. And I'm just like, people get so strung out on other people and none of this shit. Like I've seen actual celebrities, so I start telling them about Lil Durk. I was like, I seen Lil Durk before. He like short as shit, and they like, they like, he looked tall on TV. I'm like, see, this is the problem with this shit. This nigga is short as this nigga is short as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like on some shit where
That nigga is 5 foot nothing. Like,
yeah, like and it's cool, but at the same time, like people be just imagining somebody on TV is just so larger than life. And when you see the Migos look like your little brothers, bro. Like that shit is crazy. Like they look like three little boys. Like you know, like you, but you watching them on TV, you wouldn't necessarily see it or get it or understand. But if you ever seen the Migos in real life, you'll be like, damn, these niggas look like
there's
look.
one nigga that I think look exactly like he look on TV. Like you go look at him the same way. That nigga Takashi. Like you see that pink and purple hair, nigga, you gonna be like, yeah. Yeah.
That reminds me of what you're talking about. I think when they was talking about BMF, 50 Cent, Lil Meech, and the other dude, they was taking the picture. That boy Lil Meech was so short, they got the little block for him, so he had to stand on top of it so he can match their height. Like
It be really like that, man. It be really like that.
He's
Like
super small too.
I would translate it to like the pygmies and like people of shorter stature do carry a magical quotient about their aura. I
I
don't
mean,
sleep on the short kings. You feel
I
me?
mean,
I don't sleep on.
technically, they do say we got big dick energy, but I mean, I don't know how truthful that is for all of y'all. Like,
Oh no.
pause.
Yeah.
Big pause.
Well, all right. Let's do a segue.
What a segue.
Are you
Can y'all hear this?
knowing
yeah.
your sons may take your example into the future for generations to come?
Yeah.
And you're fine with them taking your example.
Now, you might have had me stumped if you had asked me about my 5 daughters. But my 7 sons,
Romantically only.
absolutely.
So you're okay with your sons creating dysfunctional patterns in the lives of women?
Oh my God.
So how do y'all sort this out? Because the way that I'm having trouble sorting it out is where people will say like, all right, men, y'all have to marry women, right?
Mm-hmm.
As if men don't fall in love with women every day, but the women that we fall in love with have too many options, so they're not trying to have a long-term relationship.
Mm-mm.
That's how this shit plays out. If you got a girl worth having, she play in the field.
Oh, that's a fact. She got a roster. That's a
She
fact.
got a team.
She got one.
So I would say I think men catch a bad deal as being dogs when if you a man and you stand out on the street corner butt naked, you gonna get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
But if you a woman standing on the street butt naked, you might get kidnapped.
You might get married.
Nigga might fall in love.
Yeah. Yeah. Nigga might be willing to give you the world right now.
So the access to sex is much easier for the opposite sex. So I'm saying all of this to say, like, is it on men to create marriages when women don't want to be married, especially when we in love with them?
I think we need to do away with the whole institution.
And replace it with what?
Personally, polygamous ranches.
Communals.
Yep, communal spaces. Yep. Because the question I was going to ask is right in line with what you were talking about. Was on one side you have men that are clearly willing to give up anything just to get a particular type of box, right? Anything. You got dudes out there, y'all can call them whatever y'all want, simps, whatever. You got dudes that will give up anything for a particular kind of box or for any kind of box, especially if they ain't got no motion, right? On the other side, you got women that don't necessarily have to give you everything to get everything from you, right? Like they don't necessarily have to give you much to get what you're willing to give. Again, depending
All right,
on
replay it, because I want to walk through this one.
okay.
The first scenario is he a simp.
Mm-hmm.
The second scenario is she down for whatever. It don't even matter.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the middle line at for a human being who's not a simp but wants loyalty?
Mm-hmm. And she's not willing to just give it up to whomever in order for her to gain whatever type of financial whatever she wants.
Because a lot of times, man, I hear the conversation, but when you be in the trenches and you be trying to like siphon a dollar, that ain't like it sound good on rap songs
Yeah,
and
but that
it's
shit
a
is
few
weird.
people doing it, but for real, these niggas ain't about to give you nothing.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
These niggas is negotiating. You trying to sell some cat, you like, all right, this cat costs $100. The nigga's gonna say I got 60. This is reality.
Hey, y'all gonna renegotiate the box?
I only deal with reality, bro. I only deal with reality.
I only got 65 right now.
I'm having a tough month. I only got 80. Can you do me a solid? This is what it is. So a girl might like get a settlement, but been selling box all week. Got $20 from that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And show the settlement money like she hustled for it because it's smoke screens out here.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the first girl that woke up and had the bright idea. Anything.
Of anything.
Already done did it.
She thinks she first.
She thought she created the idea. Every old white man have been devoured by the like. It is over with.
It is over, y'all.
Do
So
God,
what makes her special? What makes her think she's special?
it can't be. It's high. It's high levels of not understanding how shit work because the media do a good job of glamorizing some shit that in the trenches it plays different.
Mm-hmm.
You immediately getting kidnapped by some Venezuelans. Immediately, soon as you post the ad, they pull up the Venezuelans, sex traffic. You work for them now. They done, like it's serious, bro. They hit you with some fent, and now you locked in, bro.
Yeah, you giving it up for the whole cartel now.
Cause now you a drug.
You're a drug mule. You're a mule now.
You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say, bro,
I gotta ask the young blood.
do not touch these streets.
Yeah, I gotta ask the young blood. What is it about?
Mm-hmm.
What is it about niggas that be so willing to tell a woman whatever she wants to hear to get the box? What is that about?
It's like damn, the movie was just on my tongue. I can't think of it, but it's just like when you tell somebody what they want to hear, man, shit. they'll tell you a lot. Some dudes realize that, dude. And then
Because
plus it's just like
I'm just curious because on one side you have a dude that clearly isn't who he says he is or who he thinks he is, that's willing to say whatever to get the box. On the other side, you almost always have a woman that's willing to believe him.
mhm.
Oh, we was talking about this yesterday. I was on DJ Witch Doctor's channel,
Mhm.
and they was talking about how like one dude was talking about how we need to like do all of this truthful, ethical shit as if people not already doing that already, but it's not marketed correctly and it's not glamorized. But in reference to that, it's a million and one scammers that's getting all of the attention. So,
Mhm.
in the same ways of relationships, if I tell a woman the actual truth of life and reality, of, more or less like, so the truth is, right, if she's single, people not gonna like this, but it's the truth. She gonna have to sell herself to the man she want to be with, and vice versa to a lesser or greater degree. But at the same time, both people are trying to show what they have to offer to one another.
Mhm.
There's no place for ego if you're single, because you're the one that gotta take care of everything by yourself, go to sleep alone. You know what I'm saying? Just be lonely for real. And
Mhm.
you have to reconcile that by saying, all right, this is what I can offer to a man. This is what I can offer to a woman. And I say all of this to say people is not doing that. They're too busy qualifying other people and not making sure that they are even qualifiable, if that makes
Mm. Mm.
It
Damn,
also it
that's
makes me think about what you said on the book, why would God send you a lover but not make you a better person?
right. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't track. And a lot of times you can deal with people like, you know what I'm saying, that just never got it together, never got it right, never did the psychological work. They might look good on the surface, but when it comes to how they treat you, you when I'm 40 years old, so a lot of times people might take the age wisdom for granted, but in reality, this is your life. So if you say I'm 20 some years old and I'm dealing with a girl and she giving me a hard time, fuck no. Like you better not, bro. You better deal with a woman that treats you so good at all times, or you could do this shit by yourself. Cause the inverse is dealing with a woman just because you a simp or just because you like her or love her or whatever, she have shown you nothing, done nothing, but you as a man, your ego is satisfied in being a good man to a woman that don't deserve you because she not trying to be good to you. So a lot of times men find themselves in this type of situation where you need to make the money, you need to do all the things you need to do, but she could be helping you. She could be right there helping you. You shouldn't be like sitting back like trying to be this great man for this person that don't want to be this great woman for you. Now, if you do find that,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying,
Touch his son.
thank God. But usually if it's argument, she trying to make you kiss her ass, all of that, you can hold your horses and just wait till somebody have a burning desire for you. You feel me? And that'll be the girl that you settle down with. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you young, the play is you ain't got no money, you ain't got your shit together, so I'm gonna treat you
Right.
the type of way. Woo!
yeah, you ain't
I
got no
wish I
money.
was
You ain't got no money on.
I wish I was 20. I wish I was 20 anything.
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah. AD don't realize how much we look up to his young ass. Like
Woo!
That's
you
love, bro.
lucky nigga. Like the fuck. I wish I had what he had at 24.
Ooh,
Shit.
shit.
Shit, bro.
Word is crazy. because
I got,
you
I got
don't
big
know.
bros, man. That's what it is.
You don't know. I will look at don't you will look at yourself and at this time and you be like, damn, I was beautiful.
Mhm.
You ain't even going to realize
You was a god.
you was a god. You deserve to be treated at the highest level. Cause when you find some girl that really loves you and you have your shit together, the
Mhm.
fucked up part that's gonna play on your head, she don't give a fuck about nothing that you got.
Nothing.
Love you.
Nothing.
And if you was gonna take care of yourself, you did that shit for yourself.
Mm.
If you was gonna have a nice house or if you was gonna have some shit going on with you, you did that shit for you. At the end of the day, your
So
girl
you,
gonna take you regardless.
so can you say that kind of beats the saying that a lot of men, like the only reason why they kind of have nice things and shit is because for the pussy?
That's not true.
Okay.
Because girls don't care about that type of shit
Hmm.
when they and see girls like fat niggas. Girls
Yeah.
like ugly niggas.
Mm-hmm. Niggas
Girls
with
like
dad bods and shit like that.
dad bods and shit like that, bro. I'm telling you, girls like niggas for weird reasons. Girls are like you
It's
for your
psychological
forearm
too.
hair, some weird shit. You don't even
A chick don't really. A chick will say she wants a nigga with motion that a bunch of other chicks want, but a chick don't really want that, right? Because the average woman doesn't care to compete, even though she gets her validation from her girls, right? So, like Hood is saying, like they would rather feel safe psychologically knowing that they got a fat old nigga at home and that nigga ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I could,
Yo,
I could
yo.
wear the
way more
shoes or
stressful.
whatever. That nigga ain't
fucking
going nowhere, right? I'm the best he could do. You know what I'm saying? That's how a woman really wants it in the crib, which is crazy because they naturally hypergamous at the same time. It's crazy.
I don't think girls want to compete for real. They not even thinking about competing. What they want is a man to be secure and know what he wants for himself. And if they like you, they gonna wanna heighten that shit. They gonna wanna exemplify that shit. So ultimately, it might look like I'm doing this shit for her, but no, you doing that shit for you. Period.
That's a
If you
fact.
do it for you, you never going to lose. Cause it might be some shit where she might not want to be with you no more,
Mhm.
but you only did what you wanted to do. Now, the reason why I was saying what I was saying, if you live to be 40, 50, and you trying to make somebody happy, that I can guarantee all my life you never heard a woman say, I'm completely satisfied in everything that you do and you don't have to do anything more.
Never.
You've never heard that. So you talking about somebody who is completely insatiated. They are never satisfied, and that's their own cross to carry. If you know what satisfies you, lock into that. Because once
Mhm.
again, you love somebody and they love you.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna solve your problems. You're not gonna solve my problems. I just love your ass.
That's
So
it.
we come to a point as black people where so like I want a man that have a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why you ain't with your baby daddy? Does your baby daddy have a lot of money?
Mm-hmm.
No. So that statement can't be true. You're looking for a solution now to a problem. Love is not a solution to a problem. Relationships is not even love.
And a nigga with money is not a course correction.
And I was just gonna say this one thing. If a nigga ever said, look, baby, I got all of this money, she would be turned off. Look,
Facts.
baby, I got a Hellcat, you should want to fuck with me. She
Mm-hmm.
would be turned off. Baby, these are $1,000 jeans. She would be turned off. So why then do niggas think that she like you for the thing that if you even said it, like if a girl say I like you for your jeans, guess what, nigga? If you didn't have those jeans, she wouldn't like you. Therefore, she don't like you.
Yeah, that should not
Simple
prop you,
mathematics.
that should not prop your ego up at all. Like that shouldn't make you feel good at all. She said, "I like you for your genes or for anything that you have materialistically." Like that shouldn't prop your ego up at all because that means once you lose that thing, you're gonna lose her.
She's gone.
She
And
gone.
that's what a lot of them niggas actually deal with when they attracting a lot of those women. They coming and going out of their life. They going through so much shit with these women because these women don't actually like them. They like what they have on the material, but the material ain't worth nothing.
They
So
like the idea,
the
right?
idea, the idea of the man, but the man can never live up to an idea. But a lot of times, once they get completely blown out, they'll just deal with a nigga just for the sake of it.
Wow.
Facts. Facts.
And them is what you would call a general beta that's just gonna just kind of latch on and not have no standards in the situation. And it's like, all right, this is survival now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you think men will ever get to the point where they understand that the respect a woman truly has is really only for her hormones and nothing else? Do you think men will ever get to a point where they figure that out?
I think men's ego is like a thick sheet of glass. It's like that
Hell yeah.
that jail glass. You feel me?
That two-way mirror?
That two-way mirror at jail, nigga. That's what a nigga's ego is. You can literally see this person not care about you and care for you, but your ego is like so tied up into the idea that you're a good man, that you don't cheat, that you pay the
Mm,
bills.
mm,
And I was thinking about a situation where if you tell a girl something, you know what I'm saying, like she might feel like she have a choice, but she not thinking that you as a man, you don't have a choice.
mhm.
You don't have a choice whether you gonna get up and go to work today, nigga.
Facts.
You ain't about to decide an alternative reality for yourself.
You ain't gonna do shit on the whim, nigga.
You gonna do what you gotta do. So when you present something like, all right, babe, I need you to contribute more to the bills, she might feel like this is her point to criticize
Mhm.
or to curtail or to be like, nah. Or the deeper manipulation, all right, I'll look for a job. You know what I'm saying? And
Shit.
then be like, all right, well, I said that we needed da 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 da. What have you done in reference to that? When you have a real relationship, it ain't nothing. Cause she understands, it's not a choice. You telling her, I need you to do this.
Mhm.
Because you in a relationship, and this is how life is telling you, nigga, you better get the fuck up and do some shit. Like life is not rubbing your ass as a man saying, all right, baby, you can do it. Life is kicking you in your ass. So if you need something from your wife, that's a serious, dire emergency matter. And
Mhm.
if he could, he would provide everything for you. But if he need your help, that's like your boss saying, all right, Susie, I need you to clean the toilets, and you a damn secretary. You can tell him, no, I'm not going to clean the toilets, but
Yeah,
at a certain point, your job is at jeopardy of being lost
yeah, yeah.
because
You
that's
can
insubordinate.
say that's not my job, but that might be the last time you say that's not my job.
Exactly. I just
Mhm.
think that men need to come into understanding when it comes to like, if she disrespecting you, she disrespecting you, and you gonna ruin your life behind that disrespect. And it can be something subtle as like, all right, I'll try.
Niggas crash out when they get disrespected.
This motherfucker don't miss.
See,
For your grandchildren,
I don't
and then your great
because
grandchildren,
I wouldn't.
and then your great. Do you want your legacy to be, Brother Nick, 50, 75 years from now, that you were the great, 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 great grandfather of a kingdom of dysfunction that's about 20 generations deep?
And I will strike down upon thee
But who's to say my kingdom is a kingdom of dysfunction? Because if you're talking, again, we can go from the conversation about love and desire within excessive and dysfunction. That goes back to these high functioning and high
No, I
value.
don't. No, I don't. By dysfunction, I mean you have children in different households
Right.
with different women.
Right.
That is not the ideal structure for a child in which to grow.
How
True or
much?
false? Mostly true.
I'll say true.
Right.
But
What y'all take from that?
You muted, big dog.
I guess I disagree now.
No way.
Like, I mean, yeah, that's not the ideal environment for kids to be raised in. Multiple households under multiple structures and parents and different people that they have to listen to, and it could create a certain level of confusion and misdirection. I get all of that, but if all of these women were willing to do this with me, and I could pull it off and I could afford it, yeah, you're gonna be hard pressed to get me to convince me that this is the wrong thing when the kids don't want for nothing. They have people there, and you can afford to take care of them.
It made me think about the word complicit, involved with others in an illegal activity or wrongdoing. So when we talk about children and we want to, like, load it all on a man or load it all on a woman, I feel like both people are complicit in the act of wrongdoing, which is, my thing is, if a man, you know, abandons his family, that's fucked up. But if a woman leaves a man because she unhappy, because she don't like the man, but the kids love their dad and the dad love his kids, I think we both got to look at both parties in these situations and say both of y'all is fucked up.
Yes, yes, yes. I'll start from the man because I'm a man first. I'll start from the man and say, yeah, you are out of your fucking mind because you don't know how to control your seed. Like, how long does it go before you get to a point where you're able to control that thing? You still can't control that thing? That's the first part. But on the other side, why is it that you're so willing to give up the best parts of you, aka that womb, and you know good and well you don't really want to fucking be with him? Like, know that. Like, you knew that before you laid down with him that you wasn't gonna be with him long term. I don't give a fuck how many times he love bombed you. Like, you knew. A woman knows when she's gonna be with a person long term. So miss me with all of that. I wasn't happy. He was broke. Like, miss me with all of that. If he got the box when he was broke, you can't add the math for that later, right?
Yeah, that's making me think about an incident in a story where the father left this mom and he had 2 kids with her, and they're but no one know, like, everybody just knew he just left, but really he left because his wife had an affair with like an old high school buddy that they know and grew up with, so that's why he left. So it's like you said, it's about investigating both parties. But until everybody knew what the mom did, everybody was kind of like, fuck them. But they still was like, Dad, you ain't right for leaving though.
Yeah. But I mean, there's all kinds of weird things that happen between the mother and the father that, like I said, this is about complicit.
Right.
Both parties are complicit, and there is no such thing as one being more at fault than the other. There is no such thing as one person being at fault. Right. We're talking about accountability. Accountability covers the entire board. right? It's not when I feel like it. It's not selective, right? It's the entirety of the board.
Here's a question for you, Doc. So why do you feel, well, or not feel? I'm sorry. I'm gonna ask this because it's a big opinion. Or you say some men feel like they get love when they doing wrong, and then when they doing right, they not getting loved.
Niggas don't know what the fuck love is.
Yeah, and you don't need love. You need respect. And you need cooperation. You need loyalty. Love, you will ruin your life with love. Love is capricious. Love is fleeting. Love don't love nobody. Fuck
At
love.
all.
You
At
know what I'm
all.
saying? Imagine if you had somebody that want to cooperate with you, want to be under your program, want to lock in, want to pool resources, want to share resources.
Mm-hmm.
Right? She wants to invite you to her family cookout. You know what I'm saying? So you can meet her dad who owns a business, and you know what I'm saying? Imagine that. A bitch saying, "Oh, I love you. I gave you some pussy."
Nah. And that's the shit.
We talking about two different things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, the other one the plug, dog. The other one just the hoe.
Yeah, that's the nigga that brought into the fucking Snow White fairy tale.
Right. That's the I've been raised by my mom. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know my dad. So my idea of love is my mom's idea.
Mm-hmm. Or whatever fucking silly ass fucking
Or my idea of a man is what my mom idea of a man is.
Right. A man does this, boy, and she by nature, she just a woman. So even if she trying her best, you missing a right leg. So most black men are raised in single parent households. Therefore, if we don't understand how to self-identify, then we're seeking validation for somebody who can't actually validate us because they don't know what it looks like. We don't really have many examples of black masculinity in our neighborhoods, in our cultures, in our households. Our mom is raising us, our mom is disciplining us, our mom is teaching us, and we want to complain about bitches. That don't like you gotta really have a way of having a man structure within yourself to even get to that point.
Yeah, because in the movie Boys in the Hood, in the beginning, the mom, when he got to a certain age, she's like, you gotta go live with your daddy.
Yeah, she's like, I can't teach you how to be a man, and that's real. You know, I had to learn how to be a man in prison. Period.
You muted, sir.
Or baby boy, you come out the motherfucking bedroom and that nigga got the Kool-Aid on with some boxes.
Yeah, I could never be that, man.
Listen, man, that if I ain't never crash out, I will crash out then. I guarantee you, I will crash out then, bro.
I remember being a little nigga and my mom might have a boyfriend over. I would be tight, bro. I had this unexplainable anger. Now that I'm an adult, I realize that it's natural for a man to want his mom to be with his father.
Mm-hmm.
And any other man is going to make him be angry. So a lot of unresolved anger in our community. If your mom got a boyfriend because this the guy that she like and it ain't your dad, that's going to fuck with you psychologically.
That's gonna fuck you all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it now it turns into a matter of worth.
And that's a part of me. That ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem. That's an issue that can't get his life together and just a wrong individual, right? Because what you say goes, mom.
Word.
Your viewpoint is the world viewpoint, and I have no other way to. Because then, if I ask my dad for $50 and he don't send me, yeah, ma, you was right about that nigga.
Right. That nigga just described my whole childhood right there. Just described my whole childhood. I kept holding out hope that he was a good nigga, right? Oh, he gonna come back, and every time she opened her mouth about that nigga, it's like that nigga ain't going, that nigga ain't coming back, that nigga ain't shit. That is a fact right there.
Man, all you hear is a Nah, your daddy's a bitch.
But imagine a world, like you said earlier, Ra, a communal polygamous, because your dad is that nigga,
Mm-hmm.
right? He got these hoes,
Real Rolling Stone nigga.
right? And they all in the same household raising your ass. And yeah, you got 5 moms. You got 5, and it might not be the European standard of what shit should be, but my dad had hoes. It seemed like your dad had hoes. Like it seemed like our dads
Had hoes.
had hoes. And
Granddaddy,
it's like,
daddy had hoes.
and it's so dysfunctional and it's so bad. But once again, everybody is complicit
Everybody.
in the debauchery.
Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what 2025 has signaled for me, especially right after, especially with the spring equinox coming up. I think that's what it has solidified for me. There is no one man above the crew or woman. There is nobody who is outside of this shit. We are all in this shit together. And there is nobody who's better than anybody else. Like, if y'all still at that point where y'all think there's people better than other people, yeah, you in for a rude awakening. Because even the people that you think are above reproach, even the people that you think just got it all and got everything going, like if you could see what they really do behind closed doors, I guarantee you would change your opinion of that.
Man, it's crazy. It's really, 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 really crazy because a person might have had to take a huge risk that's not going to pay off, and you see them jumping across the sky, and you think they flying, but really they just jumped off a fucking building, and it's like, oh, this nigga fell and splattered all over the fucking ground, and it's like, yeah, he jumped off a building. And that's what you see with so many people. They falling face flat and they ain't got no support. Cause none of this shit was real. The materialist shit wasn't real. So the things that you did for the materialist comes out as karma. Crazy.
That's facts. Well, you got a dope video for us though. Let's get to that.
Yeah. This is about it's a 7-minute video. I'm gonna play like 3 minutes of it, but I'm gonna chop it up. But we just want to talk about something like money in relationships. Do y'all even understand it? How important is it? And come to the real come to Jesus moment. I feel like this is a excellent video on how money and relationships really interplay. So I like, this man couldn't have said it no better. I couldn't have said it no better than this man. So let's get into it.
Gotta have it, please.
Now say what you just said
Can y'all hear it?
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Say what you said again. Because we're going to get all this on tape. Say what you said.
If we were married, you got this amazing credit score, right?
800.
Okay. And
This is what poverty does to your brain. Listen to this. Go ahead.
no, we're not doing this. Cut it off.
Now you don't want to talk. You was talking so confidently a minute ago.
How was that? No, because they gonna say, oh, that's the girl.
They don't know
No.
who you are. You ain't on the camera. So go ahead and say what you was going to say. Say what you just said a minute ago.
Okay, you got this amazing credit score, right?
I got an 800 credit score. And I worked very hard. And my mama helped me get that credit score. She helped
Okay.
me pay my car
Now,
payment. I was
say
19.
if your wife wanted to die for a purse, that's $2,000.
There ain't no person on planet Earth worth.
Damn. He going through that.
So he have an 800 credit score, and his potential wife, right? This is what I talked about earlier too. She's not trying to show how she can like help him or support him. She trying to figure out how she can get a purse about this nigga, man.
And that's just the start.
It's just the start. It's just the water you up.
Because she begins by saying a to die for purse. Hold up.
How can a purse be to die for?
Hold up. So my mama helped me build this score up. My mama paid off my car. Like that's just what he just finished saying, right? And you start by saying a to die for purse.
And this be the shit, like the lust for a result, the glamour, the things that we talk about so often is so prevalent in our society that it'll make your head spin if you ever tried to like really communicate an alternative reality. Cause she can't see past this purse, bro.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It don't matter that he might not have the collateral to cover for that $2,000. It don't matter that he spent so much and did so much to get to that credit score. Like it just don't matter to her.
Okay, you got this amazing credit score, right?
I got an 800 credit score, and I worked very hard, and my mama helped me get that credit score. She helped me pay my car
now,
payment. I was
say
19.
if your wife wanted a to die for a purse, that's $2,000.
There ain't no purse on planet Earth worth dying for, but go ahead. That's $2,000.
You gonna die if you buy me that bad?
No, that's not the point. It ain't no purse on Earth, planet Earth that important.
I said to die for. Like it's not something that you would get me like every year. Chuck, get me a purse every year. No, it's something that I'm in love with. Maybe it's Mother's Day coming up. Maybe it's my birthday coming up. Maybe it's Christmas.
Okay.
You can't get that for me?
That was slick as hell using all those holidays.
Wow. Yo.
That was slick as hell. That's why men don't like doing that shit now. Just because of that.
Maybe it was my birthday. Maybe it was
Mother's Day.
Wow.
It's Christmas.
And
Valentine's Day.
I'm not even mad about it. I'm very sad about it because this seemed like a nigga who got his shit together and he dealing with a straight bozo.
She gonna destroy him.
Like
she is gonna destroy him.
And
fuck his life up, bro.
And maybe she have the right aesthetics. Maybe she look good. But this is what I talk about when you young and you got the world at your fingertips. And because a woman talk good and look good, that's nothing. That's like if you go to McDonald's and the damn burger start to talk to you and you trying to eat it. And it'd be like, no, I just want to have a conversation. Don't I look good? Don't I look tantalizing? Like it's no substance to these modern relationships. And it's like scary to me. Like to even just be like, if you built yourself up to have an 800 credit score, the discipline that you need to have to maintain that, you don't want to spend nothing on anything.
Yo, you don't want to be 1 minute late on a payment. Like what?
And you don't even have to fuck with it. It's already 800.
It's already 800. Like I need people to understand what 800 means.
That's
800 means you could walk on the lot and walk off and drive off the lot with anything you want without paying and putting a dime down. Like that's 800 credit score.
SRT, whatever.
All you need is your John Hancock, bro.
Durango. Niggas love them Durangos.
Go get you a Challenger. Go get you whatever.
Hellcat. It can't get no higher. It can't get no higher than the 800
It
credit.
can't get no higher, bro. You could literally get $1 million home with an 800 credit score.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck would I spend $2,000 on a fucking purse?
And I think it boils down to the love and the so love is capricious. Love is fleeting. Love is not here for a long time, it's here for a good time. So if you make a decision like credit, like going into debt, that debt is going to be there when that love is gone.
Facts.
I promise you.
And that same gumption, that same gumption that you had to want to pay all your shit on time and get your credit score up, that shit gonna be gone by the time you got the deal with that shit on your own.
Man, it is one of those. It's one of those things, man. Like I understand. Like it's a real tough. Like it's sensitive for me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like
Me
something
too.
that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? And when you build up your credit, and you might have an amount. I have X amount of dollar credit limit, and you might tell your significant other, she thinking we got this amount of money.
Mm-hmm. She thinking we got this much to spend.
Right. And in those type of situations, because of love, because of positive, it'll all work itself out.
Shit.
That shit will come. That shit, and then you gotta still pick up the pieces. And the way you pick up the pieces, you gotta really, what I'm saying, you gotta really rededicate yourself. It's like you set up your whole life to build something up, and you let it fall. You can't be mad at nobody.
You threw it away on the whim.
That love shit in reference to money, hey, that's crazy.
Yeah, love is a whim, bro. Love is a whim.
Your money gonna come and like you want it to be like if she leave you, all right. Much ado. I love you and peace to you. You don't want to be like, damn.
It was good while it lasted.
Yeah, you don't want to be checking your accounts and shit like that. Feel me? You don't want to be.
Yeah. Type shit where you scared to leave your phone in the room because she know your code type shit, and she just gonna go on your accounts and bleed your shit. Like,
oh, you go to get some shit, decline. You like, maxed out. We had joint credit cards because I loved you, but you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Now she know how to do the motherfucking sneaky shit where she could tap my phone with her phone and put all motherfucking money into her account. Now you stuck like Chuck, nigga. Like, what?
Because you loved.
Because you loved her.
Being in love will have you be up 10K when you start. By the time that relationship over, you done about all that.
Nigga, you could never explain. Listen, this is how you know love is bullshit, right? You could never explain or justify anything you did wrong because you love somebody.
It don't work like that.
It never works, bro. Like, I ain't get my shit together yet because I was in love with this. Nope.
So?
Nope.
So? Yeah, I went into debt trying to, Yeah, so?
Yep. The fuck?
Sound good.
Respect.
Respect, loyalty, cooperation, being in reality with you, being empathetic,
transparency,
transparent, open, giving, generous. All of these selfless.
Yeah,
all of these things trump love.
That's relationship right there.
That's a relationship right there.
Shit ain't got shit to do with love.
This girl love you, but she not loyal to you. Make that make sense.
Isn't it worse? Like, I would rather you love me and just do whatever the fuck you gonna do than not love me. I mean, love me and not respect me. Like, I would rather you just not love me.
Right.
Like, I can live off your respect. I can't live off your love.
Right. I can live off the fact that you like I can count on you.
That's it. And
if
I'm
you didn't love me, if you didn't love me, but you was dependable, in reality, I feel like I'm never gonna lose in that.
That's a fact. That shit is way more it's way more fulfilling to know you have someone's respect as opposed to somebody just saying they love you all the fucking time. That shit don't mean nothing, bro.
And you gonna be in a situation where you like, damn, I thought you loved me. every single time. So it's good to just kind of fall back and just like.
And that's the 52 fake out for niggas, because niggas don't understand. Like, niggas don't get over heartbreak. Women move on fast as shit. Dudes,
say for instance you get over it, you gotta actually find a girl that want to fuck you now.
Yep. Like, you gotta really do the hard work to get some poom. Like, yeah, because that heartbreak is written all over your face. Every chick that see you, see the heartbreak in you, nigga.
I mean, but it could happen, but it's hard. But if your girl leave you today and she get online, say this pussy is up for grabs, it's going down by that next night, man.
Facts. Yeah, let her thirst trap on Instagram.
Let her do a little bikini spread.
Yeah, let her do one little twerk video, nigga.
It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It's deep.
You're gonna be in debt if you get that purse.
What was the point of bringing up my credit score?
Because you can go and swipe for it.
Right.
Every year, Chuck, give me a purse every year. No, it's something that I'm in love with. Maybe it's Mother's Day coming up. Maybe it's my birthday coming up. Maybe it's Christmas.
Okay.
You can't get that for me?
So you want me to use my 800 credit score to get a purse, to go in debt to buy a purse?
You're going to be in debt. You're going to be in debt if you get that purse.
What was the point of bringing up my credit score?
Because you can go and swipe for it.
Right. So that's what poverty does to people's brains right there. You want me to, if I don't have $2,000 in my bank account, why would I go and buy a $2,000 object on a credit card? That's what most people in America do. That's why most people in America is poor.
Chuck, you want to be for real? You have a Bitcoin, right?
Why would I sell?
I didn't say for you to sell your Bitcoin. Don't act like you poor. You're not poor.
Okay. Go ahead. So what does that got to do?
You have a good job.
Okay.
So I'm imagining the scenarios like this, right? He's single. He's looking to date. She's single. And she's looking to date. They get together and he presents himself with all of the good qualities that he have on the table. 800 credit score. I got a Bitcoin. I got a good ass job. I like to travel. I like to work out. He look kind of tall. He got all of his good qualities on the table.
And he a light-skinned nigga.
I mean, that's always gonna work in your favor.
I mean, people operate on colorism, so
that's true. But my point is this: she's not even on the camera, and she's not even talking about none of her shit that should be transparently on the table, just like his shit is transparently on the table. And that is the slippery slope of being a product in the store and not marketing yourself, not selling yourself to a potential buyer, a potential husband, because he is of a good quality. You might feel like you could just meet another nigga like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even taking advantage of that situation. Like, well, shit, you got all of this shit going together. Or maybe it could be like, damn, I can't even compare or even, I'm not even on this nigga's level. So let me just figure out what I can get from him.
That might be it. Because why would you put that man business out in the street like that? Like, why would you say you got a Bitcoin so you ain't broke? How you know what I'm doing with my Bitcoin?
Like, you think a nigga want to break open his Bitcoin? Like, I never think of, like, I done sold ass before I sold my crypto.
I am not putting in one of these 17 key joints just to
I'm
fucking
not transferring my shit to USD.
yo.
That shit gonna stay crypto, bro. That's the last thing I'm touching.
Yo, every time I move this shit, I lose something. Are you out of your
Bro,
fucking
you
mind?
crazy? I'm not touching it, bro. I'm not touching it, bro. I will eat ramen noodles before I eat my fucking crypto.
That is a fact. That is a fact. Mayonnaise sandwiches, my nigga. Like,
Bro.
are you out of your mind?
You crazy?
Yeah, we bringing them grilled cheeses back. Fuck that.
We're not even touching the crypto to 2030, 2037 type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
One share of Bitcoin is $100,000, and you want me to break that up for a fucking $2,000 per, bro? It's giving brokey. That's what it's giving, bro.
Bitches gotta wait till their birthday to go out of town. Crazy.
Out of fucking pocket.
Purse.
Why would I go into debt to buy?
You're not going to be in debt. You have great credit. How are you going into debt?
This is poverty.
She said, "How are you going to go into debt if you got great credit?" To be an adult and say that sentence is crazy to me.
No, to be an adult and say that sentence on TV, knowing you're being watched, is crazy.
I don't think people really fully understand credit and how it works. Like, having good credit is not something that is, once I got this credit, I can just buy everything that I see now. And it's not even, it does, like, I got good credit, so I can just buy free. The world is free to me now.
The activity on the credit means that I then have to create more activity to pay that shit back.
And if I don't, we're fucked.
And if I don't pay it back on time, in full, I will never see that 800 credit score again. This shit is not an hourglass. Like, you don't turn the shit over when you want to get to the other side. Like, the fuck?
Everybody gonna get their first credit card and max it out. But at a certain point, no.
Right. Chuck, you want to be for real? You have a Bitcoin, right?
What is? Why would I sell?
You have. I didn't say for you to sell your Bitcoin. Don't act like you poor. You're not poor.
Okay, go ahead. So what does that got to do?
You have a good job.
Okay, what does that got to do with anything?
You can get me a nice purse.
Why would I go into debt to buy?
You're not going to be in debt. You have great credit. How are you going into debt?
This is poverty. This is what poverty does to you. So, if you
explain to me, maybe I don't know.
If you use a credit card, that is money that was created out of thin air. So if I don't have $2,000 in my bank account, therefore, if I spend $2,000 on a credit card, I don't have it in my bank account. I'm just spent money that I don't have. So
you do have money in your bank account.
But why would I put it on a credit card then? What was the point of bringing up my credit score then?
Because credit, you're making monthly payments.
Right. See, and this is what poverty does to you, right? This is what they tell you in America. This is why all the credit cards sell up. This is why all the credit card companies make a whole bunch of money. So when you buy stuff on a credit card, they charge you interest on it. Therefore, you have to pay more than the $2,000. If you only pay the minimum payment, you're going to pay a fee on top of that. That's how the credit card company makes their money. That's why people spend so much on a credit card and they never get out of debt. Because they're paying more than what the item is worth. So if I pay payments on it, let's say I make 4 payments of $500, I'm getting charged $50 of interest. So that mean I just paid $2,500 for a $2,000 bag just to put it on a credit card because I didn't have money.
We gotta watch this on YouTube or something. I don't believe it.
That is wild.
That is wild. Wait a minute. We gotta watch what on YouTube? What we gotta watch on YouTube, bro?
I have no clue.
She want him to look up on YouTube if he telling the truth about credit?
Being with a dude and like not trusting his knowledge, it's like, all right. He the one that got the 800 credit line, you know.
Yo, this shit is nasty work, son. Like, this shit is nasty work, son. Like, to say look it up on YouTube is wild. Oh, I got the 800 credit score. You don't believe me?
But I mean, it's not even like something that I don't even think. I don't even think like this is abnormal for our people. I think we really have been under a spell. I don't know if we said this on the live or not, but toothpaste, deodorant, soap, laundry detergent, just everything, really. The food, man, like people is really out here cook for real. So if we gonna talk about credit, we probably get 2 views on this motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? We be like, yo, this is how credit really work. You know what I'm saying? But whatever niggas want to talk about, the planes crashing or some shit, that who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
I give you a joke, big bro. I think all of our money videos are the least watched videos. Like, niggas rather us talk about drinking baby blood and shit like that. Like, come on, man. These niggas is weird, man.
Nah, for real, they. And this thing is like that's the main thing that people worried about.
Man, I
is having bread.
Yeah, I have
crazy AD. That's a fucking oxymoron if I ever heard of one.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about it, the shit nobody want to really listen on how the shit really works. But then at the end of the day, niggas just swear to God that they need money.
Mm-hmm.
It can't leak with you, can't talk with you, can't do nothing because they need money. But then when you have a video where it's like, yeah, it do come out of thin air, but you gotta really manage it.
Word.
Or else you will get fucked over by the system.
That's crazy, yo. I mean, you making me look bad. Like, I need to look for another woman. Like, you making me look bad. Like, I regret recording this right now. I thought this was gonna be some viral moment, but nah. Like, you making me look real bad. Work the mother, like, bro. She like, nah, I don't believe that. We gotta watch it on YouTube. What?
That's why he didn't show a face. So you know,
if I had his hand, I'd cut mine off.
That's why he didn't show a face. So people ask, "You still with her, bro?" Oh, nah. I'm with a whole different girl.
Nah, son.
He's still with her.
I see why the young boss is going single now. I see it.
He's still with her.
Yeah, he probably still with her.
If not, still clapping.
He ain't show her once, so that means she bad as hell, right? Like she probably got them cakes on her, right? So like, he ain't show her once.
Mm-hmm.
He knew what he was.
God, like throat probably got a switch on her or something.
Throat with a switch is crazy.
You got that Squirtmaster 3000, you know what I'm saying? Doing all different types of tricks, you know what I'm saying? Spinning around on it, you know what I'm saying? Might have, on the first link, bought a stripper pole to the bedroom or some shit. Done did some shit that this nigga ain't never seen. He like, yeah, I got an 800 credit score. That's got a good ass job. She like, okay. That's what I'm talking about.
Yo, that is crazy. Yo, that is crazy.
It's crazy, but I say this all the time. When I was a young man, there was a lot of single moms out here because of the crack epidemic. You know, the crack epidemic tore these motherfucking streets up in real life.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't never got
Crack and smack. Crack and smack.
Not, crack really. Crack had the niggas in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like the smack, that came like the opioid epidemic. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm talking about the heroin.
Like in the 70s and shit.
Yeah, because the heroin ran Harlem and uptown in New York, and then the crack came in like 79, 80.
But all that shit, man, niggas was still upward mobile and still cool, and it was very underground. But not a nigga not affected by the crack epidemic.
Not one.
One way, shape, or form.
Yeah, somebody in your family, somewhere, somehow.
Somehow, some way, we know about this crack shit. And I say all of that to say, like, we have not recovered from it relationally at all. Because there was, like, you know what I'm saying, your mom and your dad was on crack, and you ain't get raised like the other generations was raised. You ain't get that experience that people got. So where we trying to pick it up and try to make sense of it, shit, we don't even talk about the real reasons why. And everything is like a branching off of that root of dysfunction, to whereas people just want to buy some shit so they can feel good.
Mm-hmm. Even though that feeling is fleeting.
That shit don't even matter. That shit don't matter, bro. That shit ain't gonna do shit for you.
Remember back in the days when niggas used to go through all of that shit just to get an outfit for Easter and be broke as hell?
I hate that shit, bro. I hate that shit, man. I hate that every time shit turned around, it was a holiday and motherfuckers had to spend money. Motherfuckers done got some shit together, and you know what I'm saying? You just a kid, you just seeing every fucking time. Oh, I don't know what we gonna do for Christmas. I come around on tax. You know I come through on tax time.
Yeah. How many times you had to negotiate your day, right? Like you had to negotiate your birthday or negotiate Christmas, or
right.
I was double fucked up because my birthday is December 17th, nigga. So every year I had to pick one.
Yeah.
Every year, nigga. Yeah, still traumatized from that shit, nigga.
Nah, that's black people for you. Cause let two holidays come up, they gonna be like, I'm either gonna cook for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Better pick one.
Gotta pick one.
And then they usually end up folding and cook on both. Depending on how they feel.
And all of this shit is money and resources that we subject. If we all can say, we could all bear witness. One's in the chat if your family spent money on holidays.
That should be everybody.
That should be everybody.
All right.
Now think about the social conditioning and the implications of that.
That comes with that. Because if you don't have it, how your friends gonna treat you?
And what if you don't celebrate that shit?
If you a Jehovah's Witness, niggas still gonna make fun of you.
No, people ostracize you and make you feel less than, or just be thinking like, yeah, well, you over here now, so you gonna celebrate it or some shit like that. Yeah. And I say all of that to say, like, we socially conditioned to be broke a lot of times based upon our culture and our customs that really don't even promote us really mastering this financial game. Cause you could say some shit like, yeah, man, I'm black, so that mean I'm poor or some shit like that. And people will be like, yeah, you came up rough. And why is this all synonyms with being black? You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't it just be normal for us to understand what credit is and how it works?
Yeah, because last time I checked, Paul was not a skin color.
It is not. It's no reason that a majority of us should know not to, when we turn 18, to max out our credit. The same way he said his mom helped him get his 800 credit score.
Yeah, she helped him pay off his car.
Children need that at that age, or
Right.
else you would give a kid $1,000 credit card. He only gonna go to GameStop.
Yeah, he only gonna go spend 1,000 and then figure out what he gonna do to get some more. Like that.
He
100.
just got a free $1,000.
Yeah, like he not taking no responsibility for that shit. Like he just gonna spend it.
He's not thinking, well, I'll be 40, and if I maximize this credit, I'll be able to make any move that I want to when I
Fuck no.
absolutely need to make it.
Fuck no. Fuck no. He thinking he could do that shit a few more times before he get to 40.
Or he'll make a lot of money and that'll absolve it. But
Mhm.
you could make a lot of debt. You could stretch out your credit limit. You could have $1 million credit limit, and it'll just be there.
Just be there. That should be your rainy day.
That should be what you saving for. Why everybody should just know that though. But we people, think about how the mind control works. You need to make money, and money is debt. I wish I had $1 bill on me right now. I'm gonna Google that shit, and I will read how it says that it says debt on the fucking dollar bill, and niggas still don't even. They still want it.
Shit, it not only says debt, it says note. That shit is a note. Federal Reserve note.
This note, I'm gonna put it on the big screen real quick. It's right on the dollar. This note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. This note is legal tender for all debts, public and private.
This shit is self-explanatory to me.
What does this note is legal tender for all debts mean? I went to public school. I'm be understanding shit.
I couldn't afford the Black's Law Dictionary.
What this means is that this dollar, the phrase "this note is not legal tender for all debts," means that the currency or note in question is not legally required to be accepted as payment for debts.
Not legally required.
Dog, my mind is blown right now. I'm literally about to lose my mind on this fucking stream, dog. Cause I didn't understand it.
You understand it now?
I get it now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not real.
It's not real.
By the grace of God, they accepting you this shit. By the grace of God, your job is giving you $1 and you buying shit and it feels good to do, but on the damn paper is letting you know that this is fucking paper.
How about if you go to the store and the motherfuckers tell you that they're not accepting?
They're not accepting cash.
They're not taking no cash today.
They have done that.
Yes, they have. They did it during COVID. I mean, the Chris Brown. My bad.
And it's some restaurants that still be like,
Yo, you sick for that? The Chris Brown.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it happened to me a handful of times. Motherfuckers, they didn't want to touch you. So they're just like, yeah, If you ain't got no plastic, then we not. This is a contactless transaction. Contactless. Remember, we thought that was how they was first going to get rid of the dollar bill, because everybody was talking about no contact, so they didn't want to touch nothing.
Mm-hmm. That was the shit.
Then you say you had a Diddy video?
Mm-hmm.
Pause. Say something different.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all at least could have said we got another section ready from a Diddy video.
Why are possible reasons as to necrophilia and necromancy, right? These are the two popular speculations as to why, or possible reasons as to why Diddy's attorney, Anthony Rico, has set a motion or put in a motion to be withdrawn from the case, right? He states in his paperwork that under no circumstances can he continue to represent Diddy. Now, definition of necrophilia is the engagement of sexual intercourse with corpses. If that is what some of the new charges are against Diddy,
whoa.
Okay. Maybe we gonna have to call it a Diddy video because that's extreme.
What the fuck? Why they trying to do this? Hold on, before we get to this, man, we gotta do our due diligence, man. We living in this world, man. What is a humiliation ritual? It gotta be related. Like, come on. Come on.
The thing is, most of these black stars are doing humiliation rituals.
It
The
just
Billy Carson
seemed
What's
like
Up
it, bro.
humiliation ritual.
Seemed like a humiliation ritual, man. Cause ain't no way they let him and then clowned him a month after. Like, bro, they treated Billy Carson like he was an ain't shit nigger, man. Like they just did him dirty, man. Like that's just like I'll never like it. I just seen it for what it was at that point. I started doing my research, started to understand what it was all about. This was all around election time. Yeah, and the truth of it is we think that the white people in 1776 have changed. That's what we think. And the reality is, this might do it in a different way, and they might even be doing it the same way. Diddy, he a man just like me and you a man, and they making sure they let the world know he is not special.
Yeah, this is wild. This is wild. Like, all of the motherfuckers that we know do necromancy, and they pointed out him. This is wild.
And they talking about hip hop, necromancy, Biggie dying, man. Come on. Everybody that's a part of it's a thing called the Diddy curse, like Black Rob, Craig Mack,
Biggie Smalls,
Kim Porter,
Little Kim,
man.
G Depp. Didn't G Depp go to jail for like 20 years and just come home for a body?
Aaliyah?
Yeah, G Depp. The boy that was addicted to embalming fluid.
What about you had just had went out for a second, you bet.
Oh, the boy that was addicted to embalming fluid.
No, I'm hit. I know you talking about.
Oh, okay.
Aaliyah, that was R. Kelly, Dame Dash, Jay-Z. Everybody, put it like this. You're not gonna find no rapper that transition that wasn't working under somebody with larger and more fame. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah,
Young Thug and Lil Key.
that is certainly a fact.
Meek Mill and the young boy from down south, can't think of his name.
21.
Not 21.
Somebody just put out a video about him too.
Lil Snoop.
Lil Snoopy.
You got Lil Baby and Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
Lil Baby and Juice WRLD.
Triple X.
Yeah, because was he under the same people as Kendrick before he switched?
Mm-hmm. He's also tied to writing for Drake.
Yeah, I mean, Drake had a I'll just put it on like, if a person say this, what do you? I'm gonna show y'all something, and then y'all tell me what y'all think about it. Look at this. X-Tex Tentacion posted on his story, if anyone tries Champagne Poppy, aka Drake, I'm snitching.
Mm.
So a lot of times I would say they want you to be up under somebody, and if you decide not to be under somebody, they're going to take you off anyways. They might present you with a deal. Like, no, I don't want to do that. Be like, all right, well, sayonara.
Wasn't that ball independent, but they got him up out of there real quick. Chance the Rapper. He refused to go. Yeah, he refused to go under anybody. Sort of like what they did to Tech Nine, how they blackballed him out of the joint.
They blackballed him.
Well, Tech Nine.
They'll blackball you or they'll take you out.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, that's what Panic used to say. Like, he wanted to be in the music industry so bad, but his spirits worked overtime, so he didn't make it to them certain levels. Because this is what it takes. You're gonna have to be doing some necromancy. You either going to be the necromancer, or you going to be the one that's, you either going to be the one doing the magic, or you somebody doing magic on you.
Yeah, they're gonna perform the ritual.
Biggie, the one who got the magic put on his ass. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Black Rob, Craig Mack, they got magic put on them. Lil Kim got magic put on them. They right here calling this man a necromancer, dog. And it's yo, that is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy when you got niggas like Walt Disney out there, and what's the Harvey Weinstein, and the brothers from Abercrombie and Fitch. Like, yeah, it's wild that they call him the necromancer. That's wild.
What is necromancy? Necromancy is the practice of magic involving communication with the dead by summoning their spirits as apparitions or visions for the purpose of divination. This is what we talking about with the Knights Templar and Baphomet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I feel like these rappers, whether Julio Fulio or Chinks Drugs or just any rapper, that's a party that's signed under a contract. They might be really doing this shit, man.
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke.
Chief Keef.
Who? To who?
I think. Well, the drill shit started with Chief Keef, and he got in.
Yeah.
He got in and got out.
300 niggas.
He got in and got out. He knew something.
There's a lot of you got to start to ask yourself this question. Why are so many young black boys and girls dying from gun violence? That's not even something that is normal.
Especially knowing that most young black boys and girls, like they're not brought up trained using guns.
Nah, we not even getting the classical gun training. It is something that is of a spiritual thing.
Mm-hmm. You gotta be a spirit.
A possession. You know?
Like seeing weird niggas hold a gun sideways, that's weird. Guns don't shoot like that. That's weird. So you know it's not anything that motherfuckers did on their own. Somebody had to bring them into it. They had to bring them into it. Think about it. The average person you grew up with don't know nothing about handling a gun. I mean, the streets always had guns, but niggas wasn't taking niggas to the range and teaching niggas how to shoot. Like,
You
remember
it
the
was
movie?
like for protection or some shit popped off type shit.
Yeah,
some remember the movie Life of a King?
Some ego shit, just to brandish your gun, just to let a nigga know that you had it.
You said what?
Y'all remember the movie Life of a King? It's basically about this dude who went to jail, got out, started a chess club, and helped kids get off the streets. But within the movie, this one kid who had a lot of potential, they kept bringing him in on shit. He wasn't trying to do it until he brought one day his partner in on it, and his partner got killed just because he just tagged him along. Dude wasn't even like that.
We hear a lot of different stories like that, and growing up in the hood, like guilty by association. A lot of men is in jail just for being in the car while a crime was committed.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of black men in jail. Maybe they didn't do nothing wrong, but they was with somebody that did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
To be young and black is like, you just putting your soul up for sale because you don't understand what it's worth. You don't know. You don't know what life is. You have ADHD, ADD. You look at the future, you think it's going to be something magical, but it's actually what you work towards, what you build up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Actual results. When you young, you think that it's going to be some magical thing. You just going to get all of this money. So you more likely to sell your soul and you put yourself in a position for all of this necromancy to take place, which is, utilizing your essence and for their own benefit. And these people, man, they will do it. They're very animalistic. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. They don't have no soul. You know what I'm saying? They say that, they got Neanderthal blood or some shit like that, and you would understand like it was a war between Homo sapiens and Neanderthals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you talking about the cavemen, the cave dwellers.
Yeah. Caucasians, like all modern humans, have some Neanderthal DNA in their blood. This is because Neanderthals interbred with early modern humans. But then you would then just add like African blood, Neanderthal, and it's not there. modern humans of African descent have Neanderthal DNA in their genomes, though Neanderthals never lived in Africa. So somehow that makes sense to them. But they know that, you know, we don't have Neanderthal blood in their DNA, but that is
They got to put themselves everywhere.
racism. That is redlining. That is, you know, it's just a war at the DNA level. That's what people
It's
don't
always been a
understand.
DNA war.
It's always been war in the world. It's always been violence. It's always been uh, a misunderstanding, right?
There's always been opposition.
Connectedness and isolation and individualization. The West, they love individualization. However, the human spirit is a collective spirit, and that's what defeated Neanderthals in the first place. But this individualistic mindset and understanding is coming to an end, and collectivism is going to win. That's why all of their tricks don't work, because it's just way too many people to control.
Mm-hmm. And you have the indigos who are essentially adults now, and you know they not beat for the shit. Like we got some real sorcerers coming up. The problem is that most of the motherfuckers don't give a fuck about each other. Everybody think their magic is the magic.
When it's really the whole community's magic makes a difference.
Yeah, because you the difference is you have those that operate through with spiritual ethics, and you have those who don't. And the majority of them, when they find out that they have this ability, 9 times out of 10 is going to be for some nefarious or vengeance type shit, as opposed to what it's actually there for. Very little people use their magic to mess around with their ancestors. They use their magic for fucking glamour.
The spiritual ego.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, the crazy part is, like, when people become spiritual and want to, like, not necessarily connect, because there's nothing wrong with connecting, but it's certain platforms that people don't understand are CIA strongholds.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't differentiate it because they got all the clout. And it's like, yeah, you got to understand that, you know, it's not about getting clout and fame doing your spiritual work.
Mm-hmm.
It is so much more to the internal that people probably wouldn't even get or understand. But the more you do your work, the more you shift your reality. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, I can't shift your reality, but I'm focused on shifting mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes people get into the spiritual shit, they want to help people so bad, but it's like I was that way. But then it's like, yeah, I can help people all day long, but I'm gonna help myself first. I'm not going. You can't operate backwards and help. You know what I'm saying? You gotta help yourself first. Take care of you, and then if you got some spillage, you know what I'm saying, do what you can do. But spiritual people, we more or less give the shirt off our back in the middle of winter, and then talk about how the world ain't never gave us shit.
Mm-hmm. Nigga ain't did no shadow work ever, and he talking about healing people.
Yeah. And think about being in this spiritual community for all of these years, and people just come in, they know what they talking about, they the hottest thing smoking, and then they going batshit crazy because they have no ethics. They doing ayahuasca, they doing shrooms, they fucking on all the hoes and getting possessed. You know what I'm saying? Polite in jail.
Rashad Jamal
In jail.
Nature Boy.
Spiritual ego. You know what I'm saying? That's like, cause you know the spiritual shit is real. You gotta give gratitude to the Loa and fuck everything else. You like on a roller coaster on this shit. You want to get off the roller coaster to fuck some bitches, you gonna fall. Use a long fall to the bottom, my boy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long fall, bro.
You gotta trust.
And it fucking hurts, bro. No, for
It hurt,
real.
bro. It hurt.
It does hurt. Especially it hurts more when spirit bring you back to reality as opposed to some glamour shit in this matrix bringing you down, right? Like when spirit bring you down, nigga, like you have to acknowledge that shit, bro. Like some shit, some fictitious shit happening here in the matrix. You can get over that. You can manipulate yourself and get past that. When spirit humble you, nigga, shit. That shit hurt.
I mean, it is a real thing, but it is an internal thing. And it's more internal than it is real. And that's the hard part that people kind of get lost in. Because you're going to have to find it within yourself, and you can't lie and say, well, I found it. Book a reading. Like, nope. It don't work like that. You find it within yourself, and then people book the reading naturally. It's a natural. The thing of it, you never seen a billboard for a witch doctor, now have you?
Never.
You ever been walking and look up and see a psychic reader, and it's like real low key and shit? It's not even like they trying to let niggas know that they doing readings there.
They be in the cut.
In the cut. Cause if you good, you good. It don't matter. It don't matter. If you spiritual, you spiritual. You don't matter. How you say you say the truth. You tell a motherfucker, kiss my ass. Cause you say, no, don't kiss my ass. It's okay. I'll let it slide. That's when you're not spiritual. Cause I seen the word nice this morning. I look up the etymology. It means stupid.
I mean, dumb as hell.
I get it.
It's pretentious. You pretending.
You're not really nice, and they don't probably need. You don't even need to be nice to motherfuckers that don't deserve it
at all. Like nice is not even a necessity at all.
Yeah, I mean, you might be doing something that nobody around you is doing, and they looking at you weird. But because you doing it and you figure something out, they can say whatever the fuck they want to say. But as long as you know within yourself that that's what you should be doing, you need to continue to do it with all of your heart and be the best at it, because that's what your spirit and your soul is telling you to do. Most people don't have access to that because they brushing their teeth with Crest. They brushing their teeth with Colgate. They go into CVS, Kroger's, getting regular toothpaste, regular soap, regular deodorant with all the aluminum, block your lymph nodes. The diet is all processed food made in a lab.
Calcifying your pineal gland.
Yeah, it's like we used to talk about this back in the days, you know what I'm saying? But now it just seemed like nobody told people. So then when you double back, like, you fucking, you living in the matrix for real. But you spiritual, but you living in the matrix. And it's like, you can't really.
Can't have it both ways, bro.
Can't, man.
That's like eating both pills and like, yeah, I mean, shit. I think they made a goofy parody like that, like the nigga ate both pills.
Yeah, I think like Dave Chappelle or some shit.
Yeah, that shit was so funny.
No, it was Will Smith. He did a video with Big Sean.
Yeah, it was Will Smith.
They offered that to him back in the days. He turned it down. That was goofy. But then
yeah, he was supposed to be Neo. That's the weird shit.
that's a whole different universe where
Yep.
That's
nigga turned
crazy
down.
because that's really fucking true.
That nigga turned down Neo and Django.
This nigga sucks, man.
He does, man. Like,
That's what the nigga got slapped.
he gonna make his second I Am Legend 20 years after the first one.
This nigga
So,
sucks.
yeah.
This nigga made a slave. This nigga slapped somebody and then they made him be a slave. See how crazy they get? See how humiliated they get, dog?
Oh, that is true. He slapped somebody and they made him be a slave on TV. Hot damn it.
Man.
It took that nigga 30 years before he had to play any kind of real black role. So if you gave me the choice between
Toby,
Django and that one he played, I damn sure would have took Django.
Man, hell yeah, man. I'm going with Quentin Tarantino, even though he racist as hell.
Fuck yeah, but at least I could see him coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know he a racist ass motherfucker at the same time, but he yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. He came out with that movie. I was like, I'm not watching this shit, bro. Like, there's no way in hell I'm watching any more slave porn. Especially not with Will Smith at that.
I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that shit. It's no.
To this day, niggas still be trying to ask me about 12 Years a Slave. I'm like, my nigga, I've never seen it. Like, I'm good.
12 Years a Slave, they dropping it in that shit though. They telling you what this shit was. Niggas was living a good life in this motherfucker and they was getting kidnapped. They wasn't in Africa though.
They weren't. That's the crazy part.
That's the science of 12 Years a Slave. They give you the science in the movie. If you
also the John that Janelle Monáe did, right?
They give you the science in that. I don't know the name of that. They give you the science where they do the slavery shit, but it's a movie. It's like it's an act. What is it called? Antebellum, I think.
Antebellum?
I think it's called Antebellum. Yeah, with Janelle Monáe.
Yep. She went to sleep. She was a author, a big time producer, and all this other shit. She was paid. She was well off. She woke up. She was in the country, nigga, in slaves and chains.
But see, it's science in that, because I be telling people, it's no way that they gave out trillions of dollars. People are set for life off of fake money from Congress, and your black ass gotta work and clock in and look in these people's faces and act like everything is what it is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They gave out $5 trillion since 2020. They gave out trillions of real dollars that people buying real houses, cars, food, vacations, money, nigga. Printed it out of thin air and just gave it to niggas. Washed that shit. It was some shit where it's like, yeah, we teaching Afghans the beauty of LGBTQ or some shit like that. Like, and it wasn't even in millions of dollars to do some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
All government, all Congress, all fucking fraud, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All fraud. And we gotta work for money. Bro, they give it. Do you understand what I'm saying? They giving niggas cash to do whatever. And niggas thinking like, yeah, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, get our money together and, you know, we gonna buy us a duplex.
Yeah, we gotta pool our resources. The fuck?
I get it, but this shit is over.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to worry about trying to fix this goddamn planet or this goddamn government. You better get in where you fit in, because the system,
not our job.
The system not gonna change. It's gonna be the same forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's free though.
Yeah, it's free. I mean, if there's anything to look up about, is the fact that it's all free.
See how you can get some goddamn free money. That is your right as an American.
Word. They got whole bloodlines and family that was given whole mountains of acres and shit for nothing.
Crops.
For nothing. Just for living. Just because you didn't have that other skin color.
They did a paper bag test, my boy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Crazy.
Yeah, doing the research on the Homestead Act, bro, that shit'll blow your fucking mind. That shit.
It's like I'll always be thinking about like when I do a lot of driving, and when I'm driving and it's like, when you drive so far out the city, you see nothing but towns, man.
Mm-hmm.
And them towns it ain't no such thing as a black town.
No such thing.
I mean, maybe down south here or there, give or take, but we talking about the Midwest from Maine to Delaware. Ain't no black towns.
None.
From the East Coast all the way through this motherfucker till you get to the goddamn Pacific Ocean, ain't no black towns. Maybe in Florida, maybe in Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Texas. Y'all got that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Everywhere else, black towns are few and far between. That is racist. You know why? Because if black people could live in these towns, these thousands of towns, they would. Because black people don't want to live in the ghetto. They don't want to live around other black people. They want to live in nice neighborhoods. They want to live in big houses with acreages and all types of shit. But guess what? They can't. Because they're not a part of the class of people. You're not in that club. So, Johnsontown, Minnesota, your ass not about to just move there and get a house.
Mm-hmm. The most famous cluster of black towns is in Oklahoma in the 1900s. It was 50 of them. But you won't find none of that no more.
It's gone now. And see how cold they is with it? Remember they said the Trail of Tears? Where did the Trail of Tears end? The Trail of Tears began in ancestral Cherokee homelands, states of North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama, and ended in what is now the state of Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Oklahoma has many historically black towns, including Langston, Boley, and Tallahassee. At a certain point, it's so much that goes into the fact that we was already here that it just be like, man,
that shit happened
right in your face.
That shit happened after something called the Indian Removal Act.
That's crazy.
You can't make this shit up. The Indian Removal Act of 1830, my guy. Like, you can't make this shit up.
The all-black towns of Oklahoma represent a unique chapter in American history. They call this shit a chapter. What is a chapter? A part of a book that's not the whole book. It's like
at all. It's a small portion.
Little portion. Nowhere else, neither in the Deep South nor in the Far West, did so many African American men and women come together to create occupy and govern their own community from 1865 to 1920. I got to do a quick cross reference. When did the Trail of Tears happen? From 1831 to 1850. So that give them 15 years to 1865. They building up cities and towns. You mean to tell me that these Indians is not the same black people that built up these towns from the Trail of Tears?
Facts. It says the U.S. government had forcibly relocated numerous Native American tribes to the areas that were designated as Indian Territory until Oklahoma achieved statehood in 1907.
Make that make sense.
Different groups were removed over several years with various routes taken by the tribes, including Cherokee, Choctaw, Creek, Chickasaw, and Seminole. That's fucking all of them. That's crazy.
So we in America right now, and we don't even understand that we are perpetual prisoners of war. If we were looking at, if we could scale back to a point in time where Jerusalem was ruling the Canaanites or some shit like that, and they was doing all of this crazy shit in historical times, we will look back like, damn, they did the motherfucking Canaanites dirty. That's us right now.
Mm-hmm.
We are under a long generational subjugation by a race of people that do not like us, and instead of fighting back, because our spirit have been sucked out, we're just trying to not die.
Yeah, because we had so many niggas that went to the other side. We had so many niggas that played both sides. You know, there was a time in which, you know, they were called the Dirty Moors. Like, all kinds of shit happened when motherfuckers was playing both sides. Like, somebody had to help them infiltrate. We had gold. We had all kinds of systems set up for everything that you could think of, everything that you could need. We had it all. Somebody had to help them infiltrate.
Well, I think about Terrence McKenna and I think about Bobby Hemmett, and I'm merging what they said and I'm paraphrasing. This world is coming to an end, and this is what it looks like when the whole world is coming to an end.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loses their shit. And the gods and the kings, they just throw down their crowns. They throw down their swords.
You can't tell them apart.
They just look to the future and they see this shit how it's going, and they fucking like, all right, we about to get fucking welfare. We about to motherfucking drink some liquor, and we about to motherfucking have some sex. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, liquor and sex.
Where the hoes at? You know what I'm saying?
Where the hoes at, nigga?
Where the hoes at, nigga? Damn, King, what happened? Yeah, this shit is over with, man.
Yo. Yeah, Polygamous Ranch. Here I come.
Man, oh man. I feel like, man, we done talked enough. I feel like we had a lot of info.
Yeah.
For sure. Any closing words before we get up out of here, man? I know you probably.
I gotta lock up. Do count, but I got time. Just thank you. Appreciate the space. I'm grateful that we were able to do a nice late live. We got a lot of stuff out. I just want to say, find out what you love, embrace that shit, turn that ideal into a purpose, and don't let nobody tell you no different. That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, man, I've been, studying, working and shit. Now I've been thinking about like flowers and how like it's many different flowers, but they all utilize the same sun and the same process to grow and bloom and blossom. But you know, that's God. God going to shine down the same light and the same energy, and how it manifests is going to be very different for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so don't compare. If it was a rose and you was next to a nightshade, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, damn, something wrong with me. I'm not like this nightshade or some shit. Like, but you supposed to, you a rose. Just be
Yeah.
a rose. You know what I'm
Find something that you could use that nightshade for, because I'm sure you can.
saying? Mm-hmm.
Nature don't give you nothing that you can't use. It's over 100 million species of plants. Find one.
Indeed, man.
And check out that Flame On shop, because those pills is popping. Moon bands is popping. They all ritualized, and we do appreciate y'all purchases. So keep on coming through. We got some new shit coming down. I'm trying to get on my job. I'm on my job, but I'm really getting on the job with this damn thing. I'm falling in love with the process of building this thing up. So I'm just waiting for my next shipment to come in the mail. I should have about 4 or 5 more products by the end of the week. Yeah, we lit. And I appreciate y'all. I shade to the ancestors known and unknown. We hope to see y'all real soon.
All right, y'all. Peace to the tribe. Peace. AD, you there? Or you just fell asleep?
That nigga lit the Zah up and went down.
Type shit. All right, y'all. Peace to the tribe. Peace to the collective. See y'all on the flip side.
Peace.